Greetings, I'm Through Vain Glory and welcome to part 139 of my run through Crusader Kings 3, playing as Emperor Dobromil of the Holy Roman Empire. Last time out we concluded the war. A number of rebels had risen up. Duchess Violante of Moldavia was the ringleader, but there was a lot of them over in France as well, so we defeated them and then stripped them of their titles, and I've distributed them all to sycophants, or loyal members of my dynasty for the most part. We have Duchess Violante of Moldavia. You want a council position? I would put you in one. Maybe I will. You're not as strong as you were. Oh. Lucas is my court poet. Yeah, okay, let's put Duchess Violante in as the Chancellor. Try and get into the good graces again. I'm not interested in that right now. And continue to work on domestic affairs. You spy master, this guy, what's happening to you? Oh, okay, so you are maimed. -2 intrigue there. Profligate, no. Why are you losing so much of your intrigue skill? Huh. Okay. Let's see. King Leon. Right, okay. I think we will leave you there for now and hope for the best, basically. Okay, let's get going. So, I think I've still got someone in prison because, yeah, it's him. Duke Nikolaus. I need to wait for your territory to be unoccupied before I can strip you of it. A gem in the rough. During one of our lessons in my hostage Dobroneva's chamber, I notice an impressive amount of rocks neatly displayed on a shelf. One of the stones stand out in the collection. It is quite rough, but upon closer inspection there is a deeply red, brilliant hue contained within. Dobroneva notices my interest and she picks it up and hands it over. You can have it, Master Dobromil. She studied that one child. No, she's the hostage, isn't she? Yeah. Well, thank you. I'll take your wee gift. And it's a rough gemstone, gives extra learning and a bit of prestige. Right, I wanted to come over here and check. I think we completed some buildings during the war. We did upgrade this. Why not? Another legend promoter joins. Legend must be getting on fairly well now. How about prices? It would cost me 357. Yeah, let's upgrade that as well. As I awoke this morning and observed the first rays of sunshine, it took me a moment to realise I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. It has been a long road back to health, but I find myself in its warm embrace once more. Fantastic. What am I looking for here? Yeah, health. Feeling fine. Servants of plenty. Interesting. Right, yeah. So the court graduate bonuses, exotic food, endless servants, both help with your state of health. Shadow over Lusignan. Part of Poitiers. Okay. Summon the physician. Go and do something about it. My hostage Gregoria Is now women and looking forward to soon being sent home. Yeah, okay. Off you go. And for this we need radical action, so take desperate measures. And we can restore accolades. I'm not entering seclusion or isolating the capital because we don't have any real threats out here or dangers. So yes, the accolades. We have 4 already, so we've got the Knight of the Eagle. Liege modifiers. We get Dread, Knight, Army modifiers, Uncontrolled Territory Attacker +3. Okay, Knight of the Eagle. It's not my favourite. Knight of the Stag. Army damage +20% is nice. Liege modifiers. Okay. Minute arms counter. Yep. Knight of the Stag's definitely worth keeping. Watcher in the Plains is minus 15% siege time and plus 15% daily siege progress. So very much like that one. And I don't even remember the 4th one. The Foe of Heathens, of course. Yeah, we'll keep them. They're all good. So I can ignore that as well. Early prevention success 2. Can exchange hostages, no thank you. Still not interested in that either. Call to war. To the modest Emperor Dobramil. You are the Despot of the Carpathian Steppe. Okay, we'll accept this. Might even send some troops up. Where's the... Oh, there's the enemy. Yeah, that's the enemy there, isn't it? Yep. It's a wee bit of a trek. And is this would be 40,000 including me. Yeah, we better go and help, I suppose. So where is my rally point? Where did it go? This is confusing. Rally point. Oh, I need to shift it here. Okay. Let's raise the troops and then we'll get on the march. Greasing Mouths. Oh, this is the legend. I might have a look at the legend actually. A vassal often clamours to gain the attention of their liege, but for once that particular table has been turned. Morkant would be such a boon to have as an advocate for a new emperor. I must make every effort to get him on side. I must think carefully about what would be best to catch his eye. Perhaps a promise of investment in his holdings. Maybe a simple promise of a favour. My eye drifts over to the great Rawhide on the other side of the room, which would be swayed by such a gift. Gregarious, zealous, and generous. I should follow my lead regardless. Discount towards upgrading my legend increases slightly there, potentially. Start promoting. That's only 15% chance. Okay, let's... He's just a mayor. Let's give him a favour. And let's have a look at our legend. Where are we at? 76 baronies. I think we need 100, I'm pretty sure, before we can increase the quality. Yeah, 100 baronies were at 76. Laughter and light burst into my quarters, heralding the arrival of my daughter Anjou and my hostage Vladan. The two are merrily chasing each other around with toys. What's the options here? Her intrigue could increase. And you're studying stewardship. No, just have fun getting along. So, 76 territories. What's this? 76 territories spread to already of 100 required. Lingering scent. Oh, this is the market seller. How much are you offering them for? 900, bugger off. It's getting ridiculous. So where am I heading for this war? Oh, I'll lead that up here. Let's spread them out. You head up there. The army's in there now. You head up there instead. Let's have you come out there and you come up here. Just try and reduce the amount of attrition that we're taking. We're taking 1 sales constructed. A legend promoter leaves. Not great. The mystical kingdom of Darfur. I am given courteous greetings by my court poet Lucas, who seems to be abuzz with excitement. So glad he didn't get annoyed when I took him out with Chancellor's office. He tells me of a mystical land known simply as Kingdom of Darfur, and he unfurls a map to this wonderful land in front of me. He tells me that the rivers are run with milk and honey, and even the peasantry are fat with the abundance of the land. Though usually I would never venture so far, the tales of my new heroic journey would certainly have an effect on a new emperor. I must go there. Let's travel. We have... Right, crossing the sea is the big issue. So customise the route. After Byzantium, we'll head for here. Right, that's fine. And then the same on the way back. And we have one minor risk somewhere. Let's just skirt around that. Head for Tiga. And same there. Okay. So we don't need any travel options. Route is fine. Apply that and off we go. Can't wait. Take me about a year. Okay, so you head for there, you head for there. Actually, is that part of the war? No, it's not. It's right, okay. Fair enough, I was thinking about heading for the boats, but we're well beyond that now. For there, you follow up. You're going to head up here. Okay. Now of the stag. This one. We need a successor, and we have Mere Godfrey of Reich. Oh, good. Let's have you come back down and organise the army for me. A rare trinket. So this is my journey. The seas around here are thick with Cretan traders going about their usual craft. carrying rare and exotic goods from one port to another. One such merchant ship holds an item within it that immediately takes my interest. The moment I lay eyes upon the bejeweled scriptures, I know I could never find anything like it back in the Holy Roman Empire, and it simply must be mine. Yeah, I don't think they're that great. How much do they cost? 900 gold, no chance. I'm not going to try and steal it. Can I justify such reckless spending? Greetings, my liege. I've discovered certain old contracts relating to the Kingdom of Burgundy. The case could be made that King Spirtniev is obliged to be more even-handed with his heirs. Let's protect their rights. And can I now strip you of titles? County of Bourbon. Let's revoke the title. Just so. And then I can't get any money for you. Let's release this guy. I don't know who he is. And Anna, release you too. Should be able to get some money for you, surely. I suppose I could let you go. You're not worth anything to anybody now. And Bourbon. I guess I hold the duchy. So we need to get rid of it then. I hold there. Yeah, you're still in as the count. I don't think I've got any relatives over here, so we're going to have to install somebody. Yes, in here. Grant to Robertine Dynasty. Opinion of me. No, I'm not giving it to you. You're part of my dynasty. King Ottokar's Spy Master. Oh yes, that's my... No, I thought that was my daughter. Maybe it's... No, it's von Legenfeld. That's my cousin's son. He does have a child already, who's a Saint-Denis. Okay. Yeah, so let's grant that to him then. He's already Count of Plzen. That's my son. Yeah, these are all vassals already. He's not. Let's grant him Duchy of Bourbon, County of La Marche. Excellent. That's that sorted, and you can transfer account into. Yep. Get rid of him. You are not really of any use right now. Mayor Arena, let's just pardon you because you're just a mayor. Right, where's my armies? Too far up. Okay. No. Here. Dobrimo's flux is spreading, need to keep an eye on that. Visited the lighthouse in Alexandria, en route to wherever I'm going. And that allows me to get centralization, development growth in the realm capital. It's always nice. A low delicacy. On our way through Wadi Natron, we appeared to have stumbled into a local food market. Everywhere, peasants and nobles of every culture and tongue clamour around exotic food stalls, the air thick with fragrances I have never have imagined. My nose is drawn to a lowly stall stacked with a dish I could only dream of. I am pulled out of my haze by the halting grasp of Monichus. Do not waste your palate on this slop, my lord. Pastillas are for peasants. We have much finer foods at home. Okay. Spend prestige. 60% chance of losing stress and getting a good meal. Can't we all state this garbage? Lose stress because I'm temperate. Let's just do that. Another legend promoter joins. 78 baronies now. Okay. How's this ward going? It's going in our favour at the moment, despite the length of time it's taking me to walk there. And we're fighting up here. Let's march for there. If I can find my army again, there. Head over that general direction for now. And you're going to head up there. We'll sort out commanders once you arrive. Snapped twig. It is finally a temperate time to wander the orchards of Ikmindi, and I grabbed the opportunity to do so. Dormant, yet still green, the trees wait for warmer seasons. Suddenly, a high-pitched shriek pierces the air. I quicken my step, only to find a peasant child below a tree, in shambles and sobbing violently. It would seem as if she made an attempt at climbing the tree, before slipping and falling to the ground. One of the bone pipes are protruding at a strange angle. What's Soothe Child do for me? Stress gain reduction, dread gain reduction. Girls will be girls, won't they just? And we have power sharing. Let's swing the scales. Leverage prestige. Yeah, let's just use that. And Watcher in the Plains loses a rank. That's not so good. Let's have a look at it. Watcher in the Plains. I want that to get higher. Okay, fair enough. Friendly locals. As we stop to camp outside a small village in Defar, the locals come to investigate our caravan. At first I think they are trying to trade with us, but soon it becomes clear they have come to give us gifts and learn everything they can about our culture. One local in particular, Ulabia, has a million questions about where we are from. She's a spy. Talk with them and learn more. Xenophilic tradition. No. We'll take every benefit we can. Let's speed things up a bit this world over before we get there. And the cultures discovered that land grants innovation. So, a Royal Armoury would be the next fastest. 23 years only. As opposed to 201. Yeah, let's go for the Royal Armoury then. And keep going. Knight of the Stag needs a worthy successor. Let's recruit this guy to court. Force him to be a knight. Make him the successor. Okay, I don't think they need my help over here, actually. Where are you off to? Okay, fair enough. Greetings, my sensible liege. I have prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the county of Liège. See it done. Scheme at court. I'm not in court, so somebody else can deal with that. Right, so I need... Good God. I need another claim. Let's go for Wheelon, actually. Lucas continues to jot down more and more tales from a new emperor, until suddenly he pauses, a sly smile on his lips. Now, I did hear one rather interesting story, he begins slowly, of a certain drinking contest with an ogre, of all things. How mightily our hero did, to be able to drink such a creature under the table. Perhaps a demonstration would let me truly appreciate such a feat. I don't know where this tall tale came from, but a certain amount of pride begins to prickle. I am gregarious, although I am temperate also. So there's probably a little chance, well, 57% of a discount. You best believe it. Okay. It's our best option of getting some progress. 57% chance, and it worked too. We've got infirmaries are called to war now by Duke Rasso of West Franconia. Well, I'm at the other side of the world right now, but I'll get there when I can. At last I have arrived in distant Elfashire, and I am shocked to see the state of this place. A few dried up shrubs scatter an abandoned landscape of dilapidated buildings, with scarcely a living thing in sight. I make my way to what I assume is the home of a noble family, and I am greeted by a good Christian man. It seems even here God is given proper worship. He demands to know who I am and what brings me this far. I wish to see how people fight here. Chance of winning a duel. I'm unlikely to win a duel. Check meal gives me plus 11 prowess though. Could gain stress. Discount increases slightly. Travel time will be resumed. Have you a gift for me? Oh, that's not me. You gain a legendary journey for 10 years. Legend spread chance of plus 15%. Yep, have you a gift for me? We'll take that. This is my daughter. Did we have this with her before? Or was it a sister? Because I think I made her paranoid. Okay, never mind. Right, so my allies must have been beaten up here, despite having the greater numbers. I'll make sure I'm heading to the right place. We are. Right, so there's actually only one territory there. Not what I wanted. You head up here too. And do you have a commander? You've got... this is Amory. Swap in Godfroy. And over here, I think we'll just have you head for the capital. You can stop off in there. And you need a commander. What's the... wait. What troops do you have? You don't have the siege troops, the onagers. You do, so you need a different commander actually. Martineau. Not the best, but good enough. And let's have Amory in there. Right. This is the third time today I've heard a local nattering about a certain tale as we pass them. Megrim sees my confusion. It is a regional story, my lord. Most valiant of knights, they call it, she confides. Well, it certainly sounds quite interesting. Start promoting most valiant of knights? I don't think so. Lose some stress. This is nonsense. Discount towards upgrading your legend increases slightly. Take that. It's all about me and my legend. I think we're okay. We've got about 9,000 troops up here. Lucas gained smallpox. My court poet, I believe. Right, you're fine up there. You're still marching in through here. One thing I notice as we pass through Asiut is that every other Egyptian traveller claims to be a philosopher. At first I'm sceptical of this, but after being roundly outwitted in my third conversation in a row, I start to think perhaps there is something to their claims. The latest philosopher, Daniel, is practically laughing at my latest attempts at logical arguments. Again, philosophical musings, I might just take that, learning +2. Yep. A study in martial. Yasser, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage enter the military camps of Vashmon. I briefly observe the regiment grounds and then dismount. Groups of soldiers are engaged in battle plans. I nod, appreciating the organised chaos I am observing. Now what would my lord want to do next? Yasser looks at me expectantly. Yasser. Right, it's not that great, so I'm not going to have him join me. What's that contraption? I think some spying. Don't want to do that then. No immediate effects. I don't want to gain wounded, so I have to be somewhere then. My poor wife. -5. Drastic measures. Off you go. The sun is high over the camel farm in the Banasa, and I seek shade beneath the protective hides strung over certain areas of the farm. A sudden grunt startles me, and I turn around. Next to me, one of the magnificent beasts had the same idea and cozies up in the shade. I lean over to pat its elongated head, when the animal in one swift motion slams me across the forehead and spits on my cheek. When I regain my bearings, I see its owner standing only about 20 paces away, mortified. Get some dread. Tyranny. Spend prestige. Let's gain some prestige. Right, we're going to put a break in once I've dealt with this. The first wave of fever and vomiting, I desperately hoped it was nothing worse than sweating sickness, and I did get a little better. I rose from my bed, returned to my duties. For a week, all was well, until I noticed the first red spots in my mouth. Indeed, these lesions are a sure sign of smallpox, very dangerous if left untreated. Too late for caution. Medical miracle. Megrim handed me a plate with grey, powdery substance on it. Apparently it consisted of ground-up scabs from a person in a state worse than mine. Megrim showed no indication of joking as she told me to lean in and inhale as much as I could. Strangely enough, I can no longer feel any symptoms. Excellent. I thought she was going to have me eat them. Right, so we're besieging up there, we're marching for the capital there, and hopefully that will bring the war to a swift end. But for now, it's time for a break. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment or rate the video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.